Hey guys, so I decided on making a video about that whole gay suicide drama and just suicide and addictions and like bullying in general. And well, and like my opinion on it. So, alright, start off. Well, suicide. Okay, well suicide isn't the answer, obviously. Well, maybe for some people, I mean, maybe they think that it's the only way out and they can't live this life anymore. And I mean, I've been there. Trust me, I know exactly how it is. So, but I've learned through my like years of experience, not years, but yeah, I guess years. Suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem, meaning life will get better whether or not you see it. I mean, you might be like, oh, well, I have no friends, my family hates me, and all this shit, and I hate myself, and I don't want to live anymore. Well, people care. Whether or not you see it now, people care. I mean, it could be the freaking kid that sits next to you in math class. Someone cares. I mean, if you just disappear from this world, you can be hurting a lot of people. I mean, I wish I knew that a long time ago, but I'm glad I know it now. And whether or not you see it, there are people out there that you affect their lives. If you disappear, if you're gone and you never like return, yeah, it's gonna hurt them so much. You have no idea. So just don't do it. Like, talk to someone. Like, talk to a friend, or if you don't have a friend, talk to a parent. If you don't have any parents, talk to someone. Even call a suicide helpline. They can, even if you do it anonymously, you just talk to someone. I mean, if you don't have anybody, you don't even have a phone, talk to like a pet or like a pet rock or something, or write it down on paper and read it out loud. Just something, just get it out. It helps. I mean, many people think, oh, yeah, talking is just gonna like, it's not gonna solve any problems, it's just gonna make everything worse because I'm gonna have people who judge me. Well, maybe, but I mean, it will help. It'll help your conscience. And my second thing is bullying. I was bullied. I was bullied insanely in middle school. It was crazy. Like, I had people, oh, she's fat, she's ugly, and all this shit. Well, I'm chubby now, but I was like overweight. I mean, and it got so bad that that's when I started cutting, and like, I guess maybe like a little bit in 8th grade, maybe some in 7th grade, not really. Like, that was just pretty much just scratching at myself. It wasn't really like with like a safety pin or something. It wasn't really anything like a thumbtack. I didn't really think of it as, oh, I'm hurting myself, I'm making myself like bleed, and no. But it got really bad, it got worse and worse, and eventually, especially because they were bullying me about being overweight, and I mean, if someone's bullying you about being overweight, like, ignore them. I mean, if you go home and you look in the mirror and be like, oh, I'm fat, I'm disgusting, if you're saying that because you think it, then maybe change it, go on a diet, exercise. But if you're saying that because they're saying it, then, well, just ignore them. You don't have to live your life with them. They don't have anything to do with it. You don't have to let them in. Just block it out. Just ignore them. I mean, ignorance is bliss. And I mean, eventually that flipped around for me, from them calling me fat, and I started starving myself, and I started working out excessively, and keep doing that, and it got to the point where somewhere in 8th grade, I dropped so much weight. I wasn't overweight anymore. I was almost like, it was like borderline underweight, and then like throughout 9th grade, I'd have periods where I just stopped eating, because not only was it because of them, it just got in my head that every time I looked in the mirror, I'd feel fat. Every time I ate something, I'd feel fat. And I mean, because just what, I guess what just they said it just affected me so much. But what I'm saying is, ignore them. You don't have to let them ruin your life. You don't have to let them rule your life. And I mean, if one thing that helps is find a hobby that you're good at, whether it be sports or drawing or singing or acting or something. I mean, if you have something to rely on, something to fall back on, even when people are picking on you and making you feel like total crap, you still have something that's still there, and that helps. Or you can find faith. You can like, yeah, join a religion, like be like Christian or whatever. I mean, I'm not a very good example. I hop back and forth between, yeah, I'm a Satanist, no, I'm an atheist, no, I'm an agnostic, no, I'm a Christian. Like, it's different every day for me. That's just me. I'm not really a good example, but like, find faith that can help you hold on even when life is throwing you turns and you just can't do it anymore. I mean, it helps. I've heard it. It helps. Ignore this, I'm in the bathroom. Just, yeah. Alright. Next thing is that whole gay bullying suicide. This is my position on it. Gay people, they shouldn't be bullied. I mean, it's who they love, it's who they care about. Who gives a crap? I mean, if two people love each other, why do you have to interfere with that? I mean, it's just the same thing, basically, as a girl and a guy loving each other. It doesn't have to be that way. And I hate when people are just like, they see two guys making out and they're like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with them? Ew, homos. I'm like, they're people too. I mean, I'm straight, but I know a lot of gay people. And if one of them were to disappear or just die because they were bullied to death, that would hurt me. That would hurt me a lot. Knowing that someone could take someone's life secondhand like that. It's just, I'd hate to see that happen to anybody. I mean, love one another. It says in the Bible, like, love your neighbor as yourself, love one another. I mean, sure, there's, like, in the Bible, oh, homosexuality is wrong. Well, no, that's how people interpret it. I'm sorry, but that is how people interpret it. The number one thing that Jesus tells you is love one another. Whether or not that person be black, Hispanic, gay, straight, white, it doesn't matter. We're all human. We all go through the same thing, basically. We all have our own lives, our own problems, and just adding to that because that person's different in any way, and just hurting them because of that, it's just stupid. I mean, it's okay to be gay. It doesn't make it wrong. What makes it wrong is that people are misconstruing that and making it seem like gay people are bad and like they're not letting them adopt and they're not, and they have a whole thing with Christians versus gay people. I mean, who cares? They love each other. Get over it. Get a life. Alright, next thing I want to talk about is addictions. Well, I've struggled with a lot of addictions, I guess. Yeah. Alcohol is a band-aid. It's fake. It's just a mask. It just hides the pain for a little bit and eventually it strikes you back twice as hard. And it's just not, I mean, sure, yeah, you get drunk, you pass out, you don't feel anything, but when you wake up with a hangover, yeah, you regret it. I mean, just stuff like that, and like drugs, the same thing. I mean, you're killing yourself slowly. I mean, I'm a hypocrite for saying this, but you're slowly killing yourself because you think, oh, it's gonna make me feel better. I like this, it helps me. Same thing with cutting, it's the same thing. The same thing with alcohol and drugs. And the next thing is peer pressure. When people are like, oh yeah, try this weed, it's so cool. you can get so stoned, or do this, do that, or like chug. No, you're giving yourself freaking liver cancer. Don't drink it, or like don't take acid. You like eating holes away at your brain. You're gonna die. It's stupid. You have your own. Be yourself. Don't let other people influence that. I mean, I struggle a lot with addictions. I mean, I'm addicted kind of out. Like, I used to be really bad with alcohol. Like, I used to drink myself to sleep. Like, I used to hide vodka bottles under my bed. I don't have alcohol anymore in the house, but it used to be pretty bad. And then, I'm not really I'm not super crazy about drugs. I mean, yeah, I've done them at parties. I almost bought weed last year. I bought ecstasy. But that's for like different things. But you don't, like, for me, addictions, the worst addiction, I guess, was probably alcohol and cutting. Like, that, because, having freaking beer cravings in class, yeah, that's not a good thing. And it really isn't. Or like smelling or someone like they just had like a beer, just had like you could smell the liquor on them or whatever, and then like immediately wanting it because you smell it, or even with cigarettes, like you smell cigarette smoke and you're addicted and you immediately want it. No, that's bad. You're mentally addicted to something. You're gonna have withdrawal, or it's not good. There's an organization who help people who are struggling with addiction, um, abuse, suicide, depression, self-harm, to write love on our arms. Go to that website, towriteloveonourarms.com, or Twloha, like TWLOHA. Yeah. It helps. They refer you to different websites. They give you suicide hotlines. They tell you about like treatment centers for different things, and selfinjury.org. It's a great website. It's a blog, and everything has to be like code words, so it's not like triggering, but it's supported by this thing. It's called Safe Alternatives, and that place has changed lives. If you're struggling with depression, suicidal intentions, and then or cutting, Safe Alternatives is probably one of the best places you can go. I recommend it. It helps more than just seeing a therapist. It probably helps more than being in an insane asylum, because I've been to the hospital. They are bitches to you. And when they put you in, and they want to put you away for like a couple weeks, no, it's not that fun. But I recommend Safe Alternatives because that's what they're centered around. I guess I don't know how much it costs, maybe like a couple $1,000 or something. It's kind of expensive, but it's changed so many lives. It's helped so many people. And that's what I recommend. So, to wrap it up, because I'm going to be overtime soon. Shit, I almost am overtime. Okay, quickly. Alright, suicide's not the answer. Don't do it. People care. You're gonna hurt so many people. Bullying, ignore them. They don't have to interfere with your life. Gay bullying, it's okay to be gay. People don't have to interfere with that. It doesn't matter. Addictions, be yourself. Don't become addicted to things. Don't use substances to counteract your emotions. And yeah, I have like 30 seconds before I'm going to cut off. Alright, so talk to you later.